Go.
Hi. Welcome to Geek Week on our artist spotlight of
Tim Seeley, Nate the Great.
Dave Tigerman Smith.
Welcome to our first artist spotlight on Tim Seeley. Tim Seeley has one of the most multifaceted people out there in comics right now.
Writer, artist,
Cover art,
this guy has it all.
pencils, working for Marvel, for DC, got his own titles going on in Image.
Just released Grayson.
Just released Grayson in DC.
Pretty good book.
I love the book. I love the premise.
Let me tell you this, okay? Nightwing, no longer Dick Grayson.
Nightwing kind of got his butt kicked and kind of went through a
He has a gun.
soul searching.
He has a gun, but let me tell you this. He doesn't use it as a gun. He uses it as a batarang, man.
Bank shot gun.
Ooh. There's a scene where he's fighting with one of these other spies on a train. It's going fast, you know. He sees a little sign. He takes his gun out, ricochets off that sign, hits the guy. Awesome.
Still keeping up with the batarang skills.
So
we were able to meet Tim Seeley today, and I will say he was the nicest, most stand-up guy. A lot of times when these artists, writers, in the industry, what have you, get their clout built up to a certain level, you know, they tend to forget about where they come from and, you know, lose their down-to-earthness. This is far from the case with Tim Seeley.
that's one thing that we want to do on Geek Week. We want to showcase these artists, these writers, these creators that are still the nicest, down-to-earth people that care about their fans, you know? There's so many artists that you can't really see anymore, and they don't want to be seen. They don't want to do sketches.
It almost seems like to go out there and to really hit the pavement, to pound the pavement, to do the nitty-gritty work that's necessary to spread yourself out there. You know, they seem like that they're above that now.
Let me tell you, today, Tim Seeley was in it for love. That's what it was. He was originally supposed to be signing at Fat Collectibles from 5 to 7.
5 to 7 p.m., a 2-hour spread.
He was here till 8:30.
From 4 to 8:30. So he shows up an hour early and stays an extra hour and a half afterwards.
Yeah. And
Which, if he was local, might not seem that big of a deal. But 4 a.m. this morning, he was in Chicago, Illinois. Flew across the country, you know, landed in LAX, goes to the rental car, gets a car that he believes is stick shift, grinding it. He was just like, oh, this is what I got then. And he calls the car. This is a good story he told me about today earlier, that he ends up calling the rental car company saying, I'm not going to be able to make it with this clutch. You know, I don't ever drive it. And they're like, oh, well, it's got this dual technology on it where you can just press a button and it goes to automatic. So he just pressed the button like Grayson in the Batmobile or whatever.
There you go.
And he was, you know, back at it. But just considering, you know, and he's on his way to San Diego Comic-Con. He stopped by Fat Collectibles to visit some old friends. I was fortunate enough to have met him on July 17th of last year for his revival tour. And during that time, well, I'll get into the revival portion a little bit later because that's one of the things I'm more excited about. But he's got a great resume. One of his earlier works was, I'll let you go with it, Dave.
I want to say one more thing about him signing. He was doing $20 sketches.
$20 sketches.
20. That's amazing for any head sketch, anything like this. These aren't ordinary head sketches either. And,
Topic markers.
And everyone that wanted a sketch today got one.
He stayed till the store was closed. Yeah. The store was closed for half an hour until he left.
I believe there was only about 5 to 6 people that actually just wanted a signature. Everyone was there for the sketches.
Everybody was there for the sketches.
Everyone.
And he delivered. And he delivered with a smile on his face and a handshake to everybody who was there.
I think that's what we should open this up with. Sketches.
You want to open it with the sketches? I think that's a great closer, man.
I think let's get a little risque.
Okay, let's do it.
You know what I mean? So, if you ever question us being friends, us liking the same things. I got Grimlock on the new Transformers G.I. Joe blank.
Came out yesterday. Beautiful sketch covers.
It's amazing. And me and Nate actually bought one of the Transformers blanks from eBay at a good price.
BotCon exclusives.
This was the blank I was going to get this sketch on, but I saw this today, and this is more down to his roots. Transformers versus G.I. Joe.
Transformers versus G.I. Joe.
As seen right here in number 2, he did draw a lot of this book.
And he put a lot of work in on, this is a cover of G.I. Joe, Real American Hero from Image, number 19. And this is one of Tim Seeley's covers. So not, doing cover art, pencil work, writing on so many different titles. This guy's just amazing.
And I got the Transformers, and to cement our friendship, what did you get, Nate?
I did the G.I. Joe. Baroness in the classic revival pose. Now, as you can see from things around going on behind me, I love G.I. Joe. And as we're going to get into, I love revival. So to be able to mash these two together, it was just, I was when I got to kick my heels 4 times before I landed.
I'm pretty sure everyone in line that got a sketch was like that.
Amazing sketches, amazing
Like
art.
I said, they're not regular sketches. Look at the details.
I mean, ridiculous.
And on Grimlock, you can see every scratch on him. Check that out. He's such an amazing artist.
And when you put this up side by side with the revival itself, just the homage that I was able to get with my favorite comic, with G.I. Joe revival, to be able to put it together, it's just it's beyond words.
Yeah.
So we've already talked about Tim Seeley's work on G.I. Joe.
Transformers versus G.I. Joe. He did create this wonderful book, Hack and Slash.
Great read.
This issue, no Tim Seeley. Sorry guys, it's, no Tim Seeley, but he did create this this beautiful.
He created a legendary
title,
property, and other people, a legendary property, and other people are able to keep running.
And this book is great. Any hack and slash book is amazing. Any book where you get a hot chick banging someone in the head with a bat and nails, you got a winner. You got a winner. I don't care who you are. Hack and slash, you'll love it.
Definitely. Okay, right now, my favorite indie book by far. We've already touched on it. It's Revival. As you can see, when I was showcasing the sketch, I met Tim Seeley on July 17th, and I got this signature series, Revival #1, first edition, first print, done from him. And to be able to get this back, signed by him with me present and not off of eBay, at a 9.8, changed my life.
It's a good book to have.
Also came with a cool print that was given there. And just the way the Baroness sits in there, it's just a great showcase. Got to keep Grimlock in the picture as well. It's a great guy, stand-up guy. Now, one of the great things about the spot that we met Tim Seeley at today was Fat Collectibles. And for those of you guys who are local to Orange County, California,
this is the only place in Orange County you get the Phantom variant.
Phantom variants.
As seen on this hack and slash cover, Phantom
I believe
variant.
there's 20 stores nationwide that are able to carry the Phantom variants.
All I know is there are 3 Fat Collectibles. Soon to be more, though.
No, there's 4, LA.
Oh,
but they're not doing comics out of there, though, right?
No, it's board game, tabletop games, stuff like that.
Okay. So I was able to get my Phantom variant. Now it's very similar to the original cover. but they've got M bloodied here. Now,
one of the coolest things I think about the Phantom variant is that they connect, making one giant panoramic.
here. You want to hold that one? Because there's like 8 of them, so I don't even know if we got enough hands. Here, we'll do 4. Just soak that in. There's those 4. And then we'll do the other 4. So that way. Let's see. Yeah, 5, 6. And then.
Oh, I guess there's 9.
Oh, yeah.
I believe this guy goes over there somewhere. You guys get the idea.
Yeah, great panoramic, and that's exclusive through the Phantom variants. But one of my favorite things about the Revival book is the collaboration between Tim Seeley and Mike Norton. And Tim Seeley, being an artist as well as a writer, was still able. I mean, he's just not it's ridiculous. The sketches he put out today were just so top-notch. And going back to Revival, they have a collaboration with Jenny Friesen, and she does most of the cover art for. Actually, she does, I say 98% of the cover art, with the exception of this one here. This was a Scotty Young variant for number 12, and Dave's pretty fond of this one.
I like it. You have the kid, you have the ghost, Skeletor, Darth Vader.
Can't beat it with a stick.
You know, who's gonna win, Skeletor, Darth Vader? You know who wins? The reader.
The reader wins.
The reader wins.
I mean, this Jenny Friesen knocks it out of the park with this cover. It looks like it's right out of the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. And it's not just, I mean, everyone has got the attention to detail. Characters, plot development. You can't go wrong with Revival. Must see, must read. Tell your friends, tell your family.
Definitely one of my favorite books. Nate got me into it.
Definitely. And just where it's going. I don't even want to do any spoilers for you guys. Take it from the top. You know, they've got some trade paperbacks out right now. I think they've got a hardcover out as well. So you can catch up with Revival. You know, top notch, 5 stars, 10 out of 10 in my book.
I think this should wrap it up just about, right?
I think so. Tim Seeley headed out tonight to San Diego Comic-Con, so feel free to stop by and see him there. I'm sure he'll be a great guy to you as well as he was to us. And if you're in the Chicago area, you know, I'm sure he does local events there as well. So feel free to check it out. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And if you like anything or you have any comments on what's going on, feel free to post below. If you like our sketches, if you want to say, "Oh wow, that's awesome," you know, please feel free to. Once again, $20 sketches, awesome Grimlock. Awesome Baroness. Just stand-up guy. Stand-up guy and a great time at a great event with a great guy at a great store. Great friends. Great times. Thanks for watching Geek Week. We'll be coming up soon with our next artist spotlight, and we believe we're going to be featuring
Carl
Alstetter of Bloodstrike, X-Men. Let's see, he worked on also Emerald City Blues. He's designing toys for Max Steel out of Hasbro, I believe. Is it Hasbro? Creator of Deity. Great book from the 90s. And great guy, great friend of ours. So we're looking forward to doing a spotlight on him and maybe we can get some a little bit more nuggets of information about him too. Great guy, great sketches. Once again, please like, subscribe, share, and thanks for watching Geek Week. I'm Nate. It's great.
I'm Dave Tigerman Smith.
Thank you and take care.